voted on this was 2015. I think I'm right in saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, Stephen, that you voted against it then. Has your position shifted on this?
My main concern is what safeguards there would be in place for those who might be vulnerable, those who might have disabilities or feel under pressure from their families. We know that sort of thing can happen, and I wasn't convinced that the safeguards really were there for those in those.
I worry greatly about people's access to hospice care. I think there's a lot more we can do in terms of making that more of a realistic right for people so that they actually have choice. I suspect when we have that debate, a lot of that debate will be framed around choice. But of course, if the hospice care isn't available, then that isn't necessarily a choice. I've seen instances of difficult, ambiguous positions around do not resuscitate orders and instructions. The healthcare system still struggles with that, and this would be a step beyond that. And just to be on the positive side, and I wouldn't want any debate about this to take away from that, we are on the cusp of many breakthroughs in healthcare. It was a privilege last week to host a dementia mission at number 10, an event. There are treatments coming for dementia. I expect this year the NHS will have its first licensed dementia treatments. We're getting better at diagnosing things earlier, and the hope is that very soon, in a small number of years, we will start to have cures and effective treatments. So we should look at that lens as well. But I think we've had a good conversation. I agree with much of what others on the panel have said.
Thank you. Thank you all for your thoughts on that. And again, I'm sure that Anita would really love to hear what you at home think about this. Any answers? 12:30 Saturday lunchtime, 03700 100 444. And Felicity, thank you for your question. Right, let's move on to another. It comes from Oliver Fernandez.